Will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning, Kevin Durant. You should have never left California.
This bronsexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, yeah. Time to get this thing going and time to do it right. Good morning. Welcome to the Wacky Bronsexual Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. We are presented by BetUS.com. Hey, sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action with live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props, parlays, and fast payouts, plus exceptional one-to-one customer service. We got it all. And when you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your initial deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. It's Wednesday, so y'all know what we do in our number 2. Want to say good morning to those of you watching on CSTV based out of Reno, Nevada and all points west, and BS3 TV in all points south and southwest. And a good morning to those of you listening on WIRUDB in Chicago, WQEE 99.1 FM in Atlanta, and WLEO 26.7 in Baltimore, Maryland, and one of our newest affiliates, the VSX Sports Digital Network, including our listeners in KSHP AM 1400 and FM 107.1 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to all of you. Let's let the affiliate list grow. Let's grow our audience. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe, as the drive to 2,000 subscribers is on. And I'm looking to make that goal for my channel and for my family by Labor Day. And speaking of my family, I got something huge that I got in the works. It's in its planning stages right now, and we're going to need your help to really pull it off. And there are 3 very good causes for this. For now, let's go to the whip around, presented by Fanatics. Major League Baseball pitching staffs took a pummeling on Tuesday night, as there were 12 teams that scored at least 10 runs, and 4 of the games where both teams scored at least 10 runs. Take a listen to these scores. Dodgers 10, Orioles 3, Indians 10, Pirates 1, Giants over the Reds 11-10, Mets over the White Sox by the same score, Diamondbacks 16, Braves 13, Cubs 17, Nationals 3, Royals 11, Tigers 10, and Twins 10, and the Mariners 3. We haven't seen an output like that since 1894. I don't want to hear anything about the balls being juiced, because they're not. These are just offenses that are just that damn good, at least for one night. Diego State remains in the Mountain West Conference, as a source told ESPN on Tuesday night that the conference informed San Diego State that it is a member in good standing. This step in the recently complicated relationship between the Mountain West and San Diego State means that the school will soon receive $6.6 million that the league was withholding. You tell me college sports ain't about money. Those frozen assets came in the wake of San Diego State's muddled attempt to announce its exit last month. The Mountain West took to the school's initial letter about its intention to withdraw as an actual withdrawal, setting up an awkward back and forth that appears to be complete. Now that that is done, let's get to the business of football in the Mountain West. And I think when I do college football this year, the Mountain West will be one of the conferences that I'll concentrate on. And I think Deets will join me in that as well, as they need some love out west. Miles Bridges, speaking publicly for the first time since signing a one-year, $7.9 million qualifying offer earlier this month, returns to the Charlotte Hornets. He missed the 2022-23 season after a domestic violence incident and on Tuesday addressed reporters in a press conference with general manager Mitch Kupchak. Bridges said, quote, "First of all, I want to apologize to everybody for the pain and embarrassment that I caused everyone, but especially my family. This year away, I use it to prioritize going to therapy and become the best person I can be, someone that my family and everybody here can be proud of." Close quote. Kupchak said the decision to bring back Bridges, who they acquired in a trade with the Los Angeles Clippers on draft night 2018, took a lot of time to sort through and a lot of measured thought. Executives followed the legal case in Los Angeles, where the alleged assault took place, in the NBA's investigation, which resulted in a 30-game suspension. The forward will sit out the first 10 games of the upcoming season to complete the punishment. Now that his punishment will be complete, and that he is going to therapy as he has indicated, let's hope he becomes a better man and it really affects him positively on the court. Major League Baseball takes over production and distribution of Arizona Diamondbacks broadcasts. As you know, the Diamond Sports Group, parent company of Valley Sports Arizona, declared bankruptcy in March. The Diamondbacks are one of several Major League Baseball teams whose TV rights could be impacted by the financial troubles of Diamond Sports. Earlier this season, Major League Baseball took over the production and distribution of San Diego Padres broadcasts. According to a news release from the D-backs, MLB would give the fans the ability to watch games on television or stream digitally and will eliminate the need for local blackouts of games previously distributed on Valley Sports Arizona. Let's just have Major League Baseball take over all of the teams' distribution and production of broadcasts that were under Diamond Sports. Let's just have that happen right now. Get it done so the fans don't miss out on watching the Diamondbacks. And plus, you're talking about a team that's in the midst of a pennant race right now. Hazing situation at Northwestern continues to get worse as former quarterback Lloyd Yates shared new details on Tuesday about the hazing and sexual abuse scandal within the Wildcats football program. Yates told the Chicago Tribune that he experienced sexualized and training camp hazing, described as a very degrading, dehumanizing, embarrassing act. He is the first Northwestern player to publicly open up after an independent review by the school into alleged hazing led to the firing of football coach Pat Fitzgerald earlier this month. Yates, who graduated from Northwestern in 2018, said the alleged assaults left him with nightmares and anxiety. His time with the program has been overshadowed by degrading and sexually abusive hazing. As a result, Yates hasn't watched a football game in years. Yates said, quote, "I was conditioned to think this stuff is normal, and this what goes on in college football. This is what goes on in these locker rooms. And I think Northwestern has a bit of work to do to make things right and make sure this culture does not exist." Close quote. I agree. There's not a little work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done to make sure this culture not only doesn't exist, but is fully eliminated. To say the least, I am very disappointed in my beloved Northwestern Wildcats, and particularly in Coach Pat Fitzgerald. He can say that he didn't know that the hazing was going on, but you're the head coach of the football program. You have a right and a duty to protect your players, because the students become more like your kids. They become more like you. They become more like your kids. And I am so disappointed in Pat Fitzgerald, a player that I admired. A player that I admired. And oh boy, a player that I admired in his days playing at Northwestern. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save some of this for this afternoon. So to my EP Cole Johnson, if you're listening, I want you to I want you to slate this for this afternoon, and I'll dedicate a segment to it because there is so much more that I need to say about this. I just don't have the time this morning because we got to go on to this frivolity. Philadelphia 76ers general manager Daryl Morey admitted to 97.5 The Fanatic on Tuesday that James Harden prefers to be someone else, but said the team would only trade him for a player who would keep the Sixers a title contender. Harden opted into his $35.6 million deal for the 2023-24 season ahead of free agency with the intention of being traded. He reportedly wants to play for the Los Angeles Clippers. You want to talk about a dual train wreck waiting to happen, and that is happening? It's happening right now. James Harden playing basketball. There's a train wreck for you. That's a whip around presented by Fanatics. Coming up after the break, Patrick Mahomes feels great going into his 7th training camp and leading the defending world champion Kansas City Chiefs into battle. That and a whole lot more on the Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning, live on YouTube, CSTV, and BS3 TV, and over the air on KSHP, WIRU, and many other networks, and live on YouTube. Back in a flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
CSTV will air the Big Three, and I'll call the doggone games. Ice Cube, bring your show out west, and we'll handle it. I'm making a public plea right now. You want some fair coverage? CSTV will air your games, all of them, and I'll call as many as I can. We'll do a simulcast, television and radio. It's an area I know best. Television and radio. And yeah, I'm putting it all the way out there. So you know what, Ice Cube? I'll make this plea right now. Me, a small-time YouTuber, a small-time broadcaster, according to a lot of people, which I don't listen to, put your games on CSTV. Put your games on CSTV. Give us a little funding, and we'll do the rest.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is The Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with The Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-973-6121.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson continues. Glad you're enjoying your Wednesday on our simulcast. Part of this show is presented by Recruiting Giants. Our mission is to connect exceptional talent with exceptional companies. We strive to provide innovative and tailored staffing solutions to help organizations build successful teams. By leveraging our expertise and extensive network of industry professionals, we aim to drive growth, foster long-term partnerships, and positively impact the success of both our clients and candidates. We are dedicated to delivering exceptional service, exceeding expectations, and becoming the preferred staffing partner for businesses looking to recruit top talent. For more information, email Mark Zanetto at info@recruitinggiants.com or call 336-587-3659. 336-587-3659. Recruiting Giants, where talent meets opportunity. Time to go to the Fanatics Feedback Zone, presented by Fanatics, officially license everything. And the first one in the house is the super producer, Shane Lake, on this Shutters Bronze Sexual Wednesday. Wait till you hear what we have coming up during the second hour. Victor Locke joins us from Chicago. It's Chicken Wing Wednesday, where the Seals will clap and Nick Wrong will cry. Yeah, that sounds accurate. That sounds very much accurate. Shane again, chicken wings. Victor, don't make me hungry. No, don't make me hungry. That's what he does when he ever says that. Hold on. What team gave up 17 runs to the Cubs? I'll answer your question, Victor. The Washington Nationals. That should tell you everything you need to know. Sheesh, the balls were flying yesterday. Yes, they were, Shane. And he answered my question with the Nats. Hey, Pizzle, joining us from West Palm Beach, Florida. Good morning to you, my friend. Do me a favor, y'all. For those of you watching on YouTube, spread the word to your friends. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers before mid-August and 2,000 before Labor Day. The channel just became monetized. I want to do a whole lot more, and there's something big that I have to tell y'all about. I'll do it at the bottom at the bottom of the hour. Here come more dominoes in the Northwestern issues. They won't stop falling until the whole sports program gets overhauled, and that needs to happen now. As much as I love Chris Collins, I have the feeling he's next. Football took a hit. Baseball took a hit. I just have this feeling basketball is going to be next. And I plan to be in Indianapolis next week to ask some questions to the Northwestern football coaching staff to get ready for the new season. The Godfather, Dominic Williams, is with us. Good morning to you. Hey, Dominic, where are you watching from? Want to shout you out properly. It's bad enough the Clippers have Westbrook. They don't need the headache of Harden, and yet they want him. James Harden wants to go to that wrecking ball called the Los Angeles Clippers. Why? Well, never mind. It's James Harden. The more we find out about Northwestern, the harder fans can defend them due to how they could allow all this to happen. Absolutely. Because I can't. The almighty Finesse is with us. He is a Knicks fan. He says, let's go. He said, let's go Knicks. We will talk more NBA. I'm watching from Galesburg, Illinois. My home state of Illinois. I'm from Chicago. So I'm familiar with Galesburg. Seen them in a lot of state tournaments. Let's go on. Patrick Mahomes feels great after reporting to his 7th training camp. Being at the top is a regular occurrence for Patrick Mahomes these days. He's the reigning MVP, and his Chiefs are the defending Super Bowl champions. But Mahomes was number one in something new last week. The Quarterback docuseries, co-starring Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota, was the number one show on Netflix last week. Well, there you go. Mahomes and the rest of the Chiefs quarterbacks and rookies reported to training camp on Tuesday at Missouri Western State University. Speaking to reporters for the first time at training camp, Mahomes was asked about the popularity of the hit docuseries. Mahomes said, quote, "Being number one in the U.S. on Netflix is awesome. I mean, that's what you hope for. Obviously, to get that is amazing. Everything that's been said has been positive." Close quote. Well, you know what? Everything you do is positive, Patrick Mahomes. Because how blessed is Patrick Mahomes right now? You've got 2 Super Bowl titles in 4 years. You got a beautiful family, and you're the author of the number one offense in the league. You're the author of the number one offense in the league. And as mentioned, you're coming off of a Super Bowl title, and now you add this. Now, Patrick Mahomes would be the reason I'd watch Quarterback, the docuseries on Netflix. He'd be the reason I watch. And I'm probably going to watch. For any of you that have watched Quarterback, the docuseries, text me your thoughts. 502-467-9619 is our text line. Text us your thoughts and let us know what you think. But do the Chiefs get a chance to run it back this year? I think for a long time, and this is Mahomes' 7th year. Can you believe it's been 7 years? 7 years, 2 Super Bowl titles, been in the AFC Championship every year he's played. That's crazy. And Andy Reid has that fast break offense singing. But now the biggest question for me for the Chiefs is going to be, does Eric Bieniemy's departure have an effect on the Chiefs? And right now I say no. Because when you have athletes like Patrick Mahomes and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and of course Travis Kelce, one of the 2 best tight ends in the league, that offense is going to be singing for a while. And Andy Reid is the one who calls the plays. So, they're fun to watch. Okay? Low-key, they're fun to watch. Because I love seeing Patrick Mahomes improvise. I love seeing him improvise. He also said, quote, "It feels great even going into OTAs a little bit. I was still a little timid about running and cutting and doing stuff like that because, of course, the ankle injury that he had at the tail end of last year. But when I got closer to vet mini camp and later OTA stage, I got that confidence back in my ankle. I think I'm in a good spot with it," close quote. Chiefs were one of 9 NFL teams with rookies reporting to training camp on Tuesday. Chiefs quarterbacks accompanied the first-year players. The team's veterans report on Saturday. Coach Andy Reid told reporters that quarterbacks always have work to do, and he's steadily giving Mahomes new challenges. Well, that's how you keep a quarterback going. You keep giving him challenges. You keep giving him new things to try to do. Because Patrick Mahomes, and I'll say it again, many people that hate Patrick Mahomes is the author of one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL. One of the 3 most dangerous offenses in the NFL. The Chiefs, the Eagles, and y'all may be crazy for me saying this, the 49ers. In the 4th spot would have to be Cincinnati. And 2, 3, and 4 can interchange at any time. But the number one offense has got to be Kansas City. It's got to be Kansas City. Matter of fact, the 4 teams that I just told you will have 4 of the 5 best. I don't know who the 5th team is going to be, but 4 of the 5 best offenses, 3 of the 5 best offenses will be Super Bowl contenders. And I'll say them again: the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the 49ers, in no particular order. Because you don't know how the season is going to start, how it's going to end. But the way it ended last year with the Chiefs on top scoring 38 points in the Super Bowl. Almighty finesses, are you forgetting about the Giants? I'm not sold on the Giants offensively yet. Because with them signing Darren Waller, and put your questions in the chat about the offenses this year. Let's light up the chat. Let's talk to the fans. I'm not sold on the Giants yet. And I say yet because they have the problem of Saquon Barkley to get signed. Daniel Jones still has to show me more, and I love what I love what I see from Daniel Jones so far, and I stress that so far. Now that whole offense just needs to come together. That whole offense needs to just gel. You have a tight end now, your best tight end since Mark Bavaro when you signed Darren Waller. Ryan McCarthy comes at us. Good morning, Snow Crew. Forget about the top 5 offenses. Who will be the bottom 5 offenses in the NFL this year, this season? Okay, Ryan, I'll take that challenge. Bears, Browns, Panthers. As dumb as this sound, Cowboys and Texans. Those are your bottom 5. To me, one man. Those are your bottom 5 offenses. I would love to include the Rams, but something goofy is going to happen in Los Angeles for some crazy reason. Hell, you could throw the Buccaneers in there. I mean, Baker Mayfield's your quarterback. Hello. So that's an unfair question, Ryan. I can't just limit it to 5 offenses. You got to put 10 of them in there. Because what the hell, Panthers will have a bottom 5. Yes, they will. I mean, I love you, Bryce Young, but who's he going to throw to? Who's going to run the ball? Who's going to block? Ryan says, I can see the Panthers and Texans, but they have rookie quarterbacks being thrown in. True, but they had bottom 5 offenses last year, minus rookies. Miles Sanders will run. Look, let me say it again. Who's going to block? Jonathan Mingo? Who the hell is he? I'm sorry. I don't trust this Panthers offense. Nor will I trust this Panthers offense until I see something change. And as far as the Bears go, Justin Fields is your offense. And he'll be running for his life all year long. Now, I know Victor's going to bristle at me for saying that, but he's going to be running for his life all year long. And plus, as far as the Bears go, for some god-awful reason, they're trusting DJ Moore. Why? What the hell has he done to show that he is a number 1 receiver? What's he done? The Bears are not, almighty finesse, the Bears are not going to be a good team. Because offensively, they got holes the size of Soldier Field. Defensively, they're good. But offensively, they have holes the size of Soldier Field. Matter of fact, Cool McCain joining us. Bottom 5, Bucks, Packers, Raiders, Bears, and Falcons. I can agree with that list. I've watched DJ Moore, almighty finesse. I love you. I've watched DJ Moore play, and in a simple sentence, I am not impressed. Now, that could change with Justin Fields throwing to him, certainly. But Justin Fields has to be able to get time to throw. There's your point. There's the point. I beg your pardon. Justin Fields has to get time to throw. And with that offensive line, even with the draft pick that they made in the first round on draft night, I'm not seeing it. I mean, to the point where there were some people that actually predicted, and I can't believe I'm going to repeat this aloud. There are some people that predicted the Bears to go, you ready for this one? 12-5 this year. Where? You got to see Kirk Cousins twice. You got to see Jared Goff twice. And Lord only knows what you're going to get from the Packers. If they win two games in the division this year, they'll both be against Green Bay. Because that defense of the Bears, which is very good, gets to terrorize Jordan Love. I mean, terrorize him. DJ Moore is not even a number 2 wide receiver. And yet the Bears are asking him to be a number 1 wide receiver. That's like the great case of Robbie Anderson. Anybody remember him? Anybody remember him? I just don't think that the Bears will not take that step offensively. Victor Locke gives his bottom 5: Browns, Falcons, Panthers, Bears, and Broncos. I forgot all about the Falcons and how terrible they were offensively. And as far as the Broncos go, I love you, Sean Payton, but Russell Wilson is done. Finito. Why do you think Seattle got rid of him? Why do you think Seattle got rid of him? Moore, Claypool, and Mooney, that's not a good receiving core to you? Hell no. Haven't seen much from Claypool. Don't trust DJ Moore. And Mooney is probably their top receiver unless they bring in somebody. Period. Russell Wilson just needs to call the plays and stop giving pep talks in the huddle. Ryan, in 3 words, there's your problem. How much of an effect, and I'll put it in the form of a question, how much of an effect will Sean Payton have on Russell Wilson, especially offensively? Because Sean Payton's going to call the plays. I don't care what people say to me. Sean Payton's going to call the plays. They will not have an offense. They'll have an offensive coordinator by name only. Mooney over Moore is crazy. No, it's not. After what I saw last year, I don't trust DJ Moore. He's a number 2 at best. And yet the Bears are depending on DJ Moore to be a number 1. He's not. He's not a number 1 receiver. And besides, do you really trust DJ Moore to make the right play? Do you really trust DJ Moore to make the right play at the right time? I certainly don't. But in the immortal words of one Chris Berman, that is why they play the games. Take a break, and when you all get back, a billionaire NBA team owner is raising 5 homes to build a mansion. Good Lord. That and a whole lot more. Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson on YouTube, BS3, CSTV, and all of our audio networks continues in a flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The thing is, until you can erase 3 Februaries, shut up. Bang! Quality over quantity. LeBron has beaten some of the best competition in NBA history. He's the GOAT emoji. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is the Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with the Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
Thursday nights are wrestling night on CSTV. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific to see all the amazing next-level pro wrestling stars on Thursday Night Throwdown on CSTVNow.com and the CSTV app on your Roku device.
PK Tire Pros, your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon and see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
Because we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Woo! Man, rolling right along here on the Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. And welcome to those of you on KSHP in Las Vegas, AM 1400 and FM 107.1. The affiliate list just keeps on growing. You know, I wanted to talk about a billionaire that's doing something bad, but I'm going to talk about doing something good instead. And I know I'm going to get yelled at by my executive producer and my super producer, Shane Lake, my wonderful, wonderful EP Cole Johnson, who will join for the second half of the show. I know I'm going to get yelled at, but this is very dear to me and this is very important to me. So I hope y'all don't mind by giving me this segment to talk about this. And this is the hashtag I want to talk about. After seeing what Tom Grossi did for his 30 and 30 to raise $500,000 for St. Jude Children's Hospital, I want to repeat it, but I want to add a couple of things to it. I want to see as many stadiums and arenas as I can lay my eyes on over the course of 2 years. I want this to be a 2-year mission. We're going to have a home base. Don't get it twisted. We're going to have a home base. But during the course of 2 years, I want to see every stadium that I can. You know, after recently beating cancer, and it's not just me. It's my care team, my surgeon, Dr. Ratila Nakib, my oncologist, Dr. Raghunath, my care doctor, Emilia Rodriguez, and everybody that has cheered me on in this fight. And the one doctor I give the most credit to, y'all know her well, is my Dr. K, my beautiful wife, Jody. Because 2 years ago this month, I got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And there were many courses of action we needed to take. At the time I got diagnosed, we were living in North Carolina. And Jody made the difficult decision and told me, look, we got to go back to Indiana because I got to get some help. Well, made the move. Everything was fine, and I was rolling right along. And then we drove back to North Carolina to Duke University Cancer Center and wanted to get an update and see if they could perform surgery on the tumor that I had. Well, the short answer to that was no, because they told my wife and me that I was going to die, that it was terminal. They told Jody, go home and get your affairs in order. Many, many tears were shed. And at the same time, I had just completed my chemo, so my brain's all fogged out. Well, when she started working so we can have health insurance, that is when we met Dr. Roganov, my oncologist. And bless his heart, he said, do you mind if I call my mentor, make a call to my mentor, which was Dr. Attila Nakib? And we're like, sure, anything to get this process going. And now we're into March of 2022. And we got the call from Dr. Nakib, went up to see him in Indianapolis. And what gave me encouragement in my fogged out brain was when he pulled out a piece of a paper towel and started drawing on it, talking about the surgery that was going to happen, how it was going to happen, where the incision was going to go, everything. Well, I looked him in the eye and I said, can you get this or not? And he looked at me with a smile on his face and he said, we'll get it for you. And that is when the snowball really was in motion. So we're at April 3rd. We drove to Indianapolis. April 4th, had surgery that afternoon to remove the tumor, 5 other organs, including my spleen, some nerve endings, part of my stomach, part of my pancreas. And it's been a long recovery. It's probably going to be a lifetime recovery, and I get that, and I understand that. But here I am. I'll be 51 on Friday. I wasn't even supposed to make it to 50. I laugh at all these events, but I do really want to share all of this because I wasn't even supposed to make it to 50. And yet here I am going to turn 51 on Friday. I'm not done living yet. Neither is my family. We've shed a lot of tears to the point where I was so weak that one day my wife looked at me and said, quote, I feel like you've given up. That turned the light on. That was last June. That turned the light on. And that told me, all right, I have to get this in order and I've got to do it now. So every day I've been walking, whether short or long distance. I have a resistance band here at my desk. I do strength exercises every day. I'm trying to get back to doing push-ups and sit-ups and stretching and all kinds of stuff to make myself stronger. I am now at 245 pounds. And last year I got as low as 208. I'm withering fast because I was so afraid to eat because of the belly problems. I was so afraid to eat. Not anymore. It's just a matter of control, portion control, what I put in my body, and thank God for Jody. Thank God for Jody. She does all she does most because I do assist in the cooking. But thank God for Jody and her direction. Thank God for Dr. K. I can't thank her enough for any and everything that she's done to spearhead me in assisting in my own care. I mean, she'll remind me every day, take your meds in the morning, take your meds at night, because I will admit for a long time I would forget to take them. I'd forget to take my medicine before I eat. And what happens? I'm on the toilet for 25 minutes. One of the medicines that I take, it's called Creon. And Creon is a digestive enzyme. And I've done some research on Creon and kept wondering for the longest time why I keep having belly issues, why I keep having diarrhea issues. I know TMI, but I got to get this out. Well, as it turns out, it's one of the byproducts of not only Creon, but any digestive enzyme I take. So with that piece of knowledge, I now monitor how much I take, because when I overload it, I'm gone for an hour. But I say all that to say this. Thank you guys for all of your prayers and your well wishes. And now I want to pay it back. Hence, you see the hashtag in front of you. For those of you that are listening, the hashtag is Snowman Stadium Tour. Going back to its premise, I want to see every stadium, college, pro, and arena, NHL, NBA that I can. And there is a threefold purpose for this. The first purpose is, of course, to help me get my family back on our feet. And I mean beyond what we're doing now, well beyond that. The second purpose is the Hamlin Foundation. I have taken to it after seeing what the young man went through, after being hit on the field, and the wonderful outpouring of support that he and his foundation were getting. And the third purpose is very important and very dear to me, and that's for cancer research. Cancer has taken both my parents. My dad, prostate cancer, and my mom with breast cancer. And I recently lost my mom 2 years ago. Now I want to take it and run with it. Jim Valvano, the late great coach of the North Carolina State Wolfpack, said it best. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Now, I'm not on anything. I want to make this happen, but it's going to take you guys really, really, really to help. I haven't put the big crowdfunding page up yet, but if any of you can, help us get along week to week with a Cash App donation, the tag you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50 for me, $ Host Cole Johnson from a partner. If you can help us right now get along from week to week until I put the big fundraiser up, that would be very, very much appreciated. Because if there's one thing I do live for besides to spread the word about me, about beating cancer, it's my family. They mean the world to me. My wife, my children, my grandchildren, they all have my heart fully. I mean, hell, my daughter Cheyenne celebrated her 29th birthday this week, or last week rather. Last Tuesday. I want to celebrate every day with them, with you guys, and I want to meet as many of the fans as I can. And I want to grow this fan base for my network, for my shows, for Cole's shows, for Wise El Jefe, for Victor, for Ryan McCarthy, for everybody that's involved. Everybody that's involved. So the fundraising link will come out on Friday. And you all will see it here, and you will hear about it here. And I just feel that this is the most important thing that I've done, besides taking on blood clots in both my lungs and taking on pancreatic cancer and beating them both. Aside of getting healthy for me, my wife, and my family, this is the most important thing that I will do. And we're talking about 2 years on the road, seeing stadiums, visiting different cities, raising money for this threefold purpose. And yes, a part of it is for my family, because I feel in my heart I owe them everything. Were it not for Sonia flying out of her room when I took a fall, when they discovered I had blood clots in both my lungs, were it not for Jody coming flying out of the room, providing her comfort while my brain got back together, were it not for Jody visiting me in the hospital every day, whether it's for blood clots or whether it's for the time I spent in the hospital after surgery and the extra hospital visits beyond that, the wounds on both my feet where they kept coming up, and I got so distraught in Columbus that I wanted to go home before the process was over. I just missed Jody that much. I missed her that much. But Jody calmed me down and said, you have to finish the process. Well, now that that process is finished, I want to do this one. I want to also find a couple sponsors for this stadium tour. I want to, hell, I always say dream big, do bigger. I want to get a custom bus built with this hashtag and with the sponsors that we can bring in. And Big Dog, I hope you're taking notes, my man. Ryan, I hope you're taking notes too, because I expect y'all to really spread the word about this. This is something that means the world to me. And it means the world to my family. You know, and my kids are not sports buffs at all. All right. Cheyenne told me flat out. She says, look, I may not be a sports nerd like you, but I love listening to your show. I adore that. I absolutely adore that. And I will say again, if y'all in the interim can help us with a Cash App each day to help get us through each day, that would be fantastic. Because I want to use today to start us on the road to our abundance life. And I want to I'm trying very hard not to cry, but it just seems like it's something I know I need to do. This is something I know I need to do. This was put on after I saw what Tom Grassi did for St. Jude. This was immediately put on my heart. This was put on my heart. For years and years and years and years and years, I kept asking myself, how can I do good? How can I give back to the people who gave to me? How can I pay this forward? Well, here it is. Here it is. Man, it's going to, now I'm still working on our vacation vlog. I'm still working on that, piecing that together, where we went to Branson, Missouri for our vacation, and I'll have that out soon. So if y'all search Tallman Dr. K on Facebook, that's where you can follow our adventures. But I want this adventure to be shared by everybody. I want this adventure to be shared by everybody. And the people involved are really opening my eyes and educating me on how to really get this done. Because I want this to be a 2-year tour of seeing every stadium favorites, non-favorites, every season. I want this so badly, not just for me, but for my family, and for all of y'all that have stuck with me on this. So let's start with making this hashtag trend, the Snowman Stadium Tour. We got a lot of work to do. As the song goes, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So let's get there. And I thank you. I thank you all for giving me that time. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to take a break. And then we're getting to the wacky part of our show. Hour 2 after the break. Thanks, everybody.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. More information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So don't hear you. Can do it, you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground, and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular. Ryan McCoffey now joins us this morning.
That's what you need to do to beat Josh Allen. You need to make him uncomfortable.
Hour 2, time for some Spivey notes. And here's Jay.
Well, I know he's only in his 3rd year, but they're just wasting Justin Herbert.
Hour 2,
the hardest working content creator I know, the playmaker.
Hey, LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. Hey.
Hour 2,
the one, the only Christopher Dietz.
They rewarded Ohio State for not playing, and they punished USC for playing.
Hour 2, Sam Shady.
Oh, man. It's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour 2, that's Big Ben, the man in charge of the BS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz cousins.
Hour 2, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God! Oh, this game! Oh, way to go, Sammy!
Hour 2 was El Jefe.
Oh man, I thought I missed it. What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular, and it starts right now. Hey, hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning is presented by SeatGeek. Looking for the best way to experience live events? SeatGeek covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concert, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. And speaking of fans, a couple people have reached out to me in the last few minutes. My friend Jeremy Friedland said, "Amazing story, man. It is amazing. It is to realize where I am now." To realize where I am now, and remember where I was just 2 years ago. It's something. It's something. He's one of my good friends that I enjoy talking sports with. All right, something new for Snowman Multimedia. It's WNBA Thursday. It's presented by BetUS, the Sparks, and the Lynx. Our broadcast will start at 7:45. Yours truly will provide the play-by-play and reaction with the first tip at 8 p.m. So let's get the word out about that. And I'm going to start doing more women's sports. My wife gave the suggestion. I've always followed women's basketball since 1982. So I'm going to take it and run with it. Let's see how far I can run with it. Speaking of running with it, I'm going to run with this.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPN. Now approve all this.
Yeah, it's about that time. Let's have some fun.
This Bronze Sexual Confession is brought to you by Bron Joy Juice. Bron Joy Juice, the ultimate joy juice of bronze sexuals worldwide. Made with 100% organic seal milk.
Here we go, folks. On your mark, get set, and go.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronze Sexual Confessions.
Why am I looking like this? Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. Your career is a failure. Your career is a fraud. And yet, he's going to come back for his 21st season. He said, quote, wait, let me do this right. Let me do this right. Cole, this is for you. LeBron James said, quote, I don't care how many more points I score or what I can and cannot do on the floor. The real question is, can I play without cheating the game? Close quote. I'll stop right there. Can you play without cheating the game? Can you play without cheating the game? What?
Moan him!
Exactly. Can you play without cheating the game? You've cheated the game for 20 years. And you bronsexuals make it worse. By propping this guy up when he doesn't deserve it, he hasn't earned it, and he doesn't done a doggone thing to change the game, change the sport, or grow the sport, man. Stop it. He also said, the day I can't give the game everything on the floor is the day I'll be done. Lucky for you guys, that day is not today. Yeah, unlucky for guys like me that have seen better. Unlucky for guys like me and many others that have. I've seen better. Just a minute. Can't. The question is, can I play this? Can I play without cheating this game? Bishop Bullwinkle, whoa!
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Let me do that again. Can you play without cheat? Can you play this game without cheating the game?
Woo! Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Who actually believes that he cannot cheat the game? Who actually believes he hasn't cheated in a game? Who actually believes he can actually play basketball correctly? Who actually believes that he is the greatest basketball player in the game? He's not even close. I got him in the top 300, like at 299. I've seen players better than him. Wait, let me give you this one. Can you play this game without cheating the game? And now a selection from the Wonderbird Choir entitled "You Are Tripping." Give me this button. Where is it? Where is it? Tom, I'm going to end my 2-week streak of not pushing this button on your show or on your network, but I got to do it. I got to say it the way it needs to be said. 20 years of this 20 years of broad sexual mania. 20 years of this shit. Years of this shit. 20 years. And you actually have the unmitigated gall to ask if you could play this game without cheating the game?
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
Are you kidding me? And these bronsexuals are worse. Oh my God, he's the greatest player to ever play the game. Stop it. Just stop it. Just cool it, will you please? Just stop the madness. I heard that in I heard that in a commercial, but stop the madness. Good Lord. You got to deal with another year of him. Do you understand? We got to deal with another year of him and how he somewhat plays the game. Somewhat. My God. My God. We got to deal with another year of him cheating the game as he's done for 20 years. 20 years of this mess. You know, I hate to say it the way I'm going to say it, but then again, I don't. It's pretty simple. If I were commissioner of the NBA, which I'm not, thank the Lord for that, I'd lock the doors and tell them to hit the road and don't come back no more. Period. I'd lock the doors and tell them, beat it. You've cheated the game long enough. You've done enough damage to my league. And you've done enough damage to the fans for for getting them to watch mediocre basketball. I said it. And I meant it. Mediocre. You understand me? Mediocre. Mediocre basketball. You, LeBron James, suck at basketball. Not at life, but at basketball. You suck. You lower your shoulder to get to the basket. You take 5 steps every time you go to the basket. Your chicken wing jumper is just that. A chicken wing jumper. Thank you, Victor. You can't hit free throws to save your life, and yet they want to compare you. These bronzexuals want to compare you, LeBron James, a mediocre basketball player, to the top tier of greatest of all time in Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Stop the cat. Wait a minute. Where's that? Where's that new sound? Where's that new sound? I didn't upload it. I didn't upload the sound. I'm doing this production live on the air. Listen, they want to compare LeBron James, who has been the most mediocre basketball player I've seen in 25 years, to Michael Jordan.
Stop the cap.
They want to compare this guy to Michael Jordan. Really? Really? I'm gonna do. You bronzexuals have poisoned basketball fans. Period. You bronzexuals are awful. You're worse than Cowboy fans. At least Cowboy fans have an off season or an off button. Y'all don't. And then to the point where he's switching jersey from number 6 back to 23 out of respect for Bill Russell.
Stop the cap.
Out of respect to Bill Russell. If you had respect for Bill Russell, you wouldn't have worn the number last year. In the first place, when they retired the number all over when they retired the number throughout the league. But they put a caveat in the retirement that says whoever's wearing number 6 can continue to wear it for this season. They should have stopped it then. They should have said, nope, you can't wear number 6 anymore because we're retiring it across the league. Stop it. Jeez Louise. Stop. Just
stop the cap.
Out of respect for Bill Russell? Rich Paul spoke for him. God help us. It's LeBron's decision. Shut up. Just shut up. And while you're at it,
Stop the cap.
out of respect for Bill Russell, my fat ass. LeBron, you have no respect for Bill Russell, and you ain't got no respect for the game that you've ruined. You got no respect for the league that you've ruined. And therefore ends part one. Get the hell out of my face, you thirsty hookers.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
This Sunday, it's Sunday afternoon baseball as the world champion Houston Astros take on the Oakland Athletics from the Oakland Coliseum. Our broadcast starts at 3:45, and the first pitch is at 4:07. It's presented by BetUS.com, which will present all of our play-by-play this year. That's just part one of the Bronsexual Madness. I've got 2 and 3 coming up. Part 2 after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The thing is, until you can erase 3 Februaries, shut up. Bang! Quality over quantity. LeBron has beaten some of the best competition in NBA history. He's the GOAT emoji. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is the Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with the Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
Thursday nights are wrestling night on CSTV. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific to see all the amazing Next Level Pro Wrestling stars on Thursday Night Throwdown on CSTVNow.com and the CSTV app on your Roku device.
PK Tire Pros, your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
Because we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Man, it most certainly is. Snowman in the morning with Cole Johnson, 21 after the hour. Got some more wild stuff coming for you, but I want to tell you, my guest this Thursday on the Brian Snow Show is none other than Next Level Pro Wrestling's television champion, the suplexing red Mexican CJ Dirt, as he gets ready to battle the Nightmare Sid in a Chase Rules match on Saturday, July 22nd for the title. Take a peek at Next Level Pro Wrestling on CSTV and get ready for this interview on Thursday. And we thank y'all for that. Now, back to the fun. And somebody, oh God. Oh God. Round 2. Fight.
This Braun Session Confession is brought to you by Braun Joy Juice. Braun Joy Juice, the ultimate joy juice of bronzesexuals worldwide. Made with 100% organic seal milk.
For the second time, on your mark, get set, go.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzesexual Confessions.
I want you to hear something. And it's probably going to require a bleep in the middle of it. But from changing his number to from changing his number to not to being able to play and not cheat the game, which is a lie, to this.
You know LeBron has had 4 Hall of Fame careers in one. His first stint with the Cavaliers, 28 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, 7 assists, 6 All-Star appearances. They went to the finals, and he won 2 MVPs. He leaves, and that's a Hall of Fame career. Yeah. He leaves.
That is not a Hall of Fame career. Continuing on.
Leaves and goes to the Heat, 4 years, 28, 8-8, 4 finals appearances, 2 regular season MVPs, 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs. He won Sports Illustrated Player of the Year and Associated Press Player.
There we go. Mixing the outside awards along with his stuff that he does on the floor. On the floor. Really? You're going to mix all that? You're going to mix all that together? What? You're going to mix all that together and call it a Hall of Fame career? Ha!
Year. That's another Hall of Fame career. He goes back to Cleveland, 4 more finals appearances, finals MVP, the greatest comeback in finals history,
which was aided by a stimulus package the size of this country. Thank you, Adam Silver, for that.
That's another Hall of Fame career.
No, it is not. It is not another Hall of Fame career.
He goes to the Lakers, finals appearance, finals MVP, leads the league in assists.
But did he lead the league in scoring? No. Did he lead the league in scoring? No. I'll stop right there. Come here.
Stop the cap.
Please. And there are more bronzesexuals like this that say this kind of frivolity. It's stupid. 4 Hall of Fame careers. Tell me how the hell you could have 4 Hall of Fame careers ensconced in one career. How? How? Okay. This is for this particular bronzesexual that said this for
This
Violet.
moment of bronzesexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzesexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. LJPN, now approve all this.
Because that's all that can be. Is somebody that's hooked on Bronix so badly that you say that piece of grade A, homogenized, Holstein, backwards bullshit. That you say that to prop him up again to a status that he has not earned. I'll say it again about these bronzesexuals. They prop him up to a status that he has not. Wait, Victor asked me a question. He said, "Who is this clown?" Let me find. Let me just. Where is it? Where is it? I saw the name and I closed it because I was so disgusted. LBJ Posters. It's on Instagram, which should tell you everything you need to know right there. LBJ Posters. That should tell you everything you need to know. And then there's that. Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Finance Feedback Zone. Good morning to the listening and viewing audience. Good morning to you, Mr. Snowman. I did not mean to disrupt the festivities that is Bronzesexual Confessions. I'm sorry, sir.
You did not mean to. Wait. I want you. Could you say that again, please? You did not mean.
I said I did not mean to interrupt the Bronzesexual Confessions proceedings.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh, stop lying. Always.
I will say to you what I say to my children. You can't tell that lie with that smile.
Oh, I was. All right. Well, I might as well since I'm here.
You may as well.
So I was perusing social media.
Oh no!
And I happened upon.
Here it comes.
I happened upon a wonderful sports program that I am blessed to be a part of, and everything seemed to be fine
until
there was this billionaire story that I was really wanting to hear. Matt Ishbia, the Suns billionaire owner, the Suns owner as of early this year, and he was raising 5 homes to build a mansion, and it was sort of like an amusement park-ish type of style, and then I heard something.
I decided purposely to go away from that. I know you put it on the schedule, and I asked you and Shane and Dr. K to forgive me for going away from the schedule, but I think what I presented in that segment meant a whole lot more.
Oh, I understand, and it does mean a whole lot more. But
now shut up.
I just felt within my heart, it was really compelling.
Okay, Bishop.
And I was listening to you, and all of a sudden, it was like
wait, just a minute. Just a minute. Since he said I can't believe I'm going to do this. Since he said he felt it in his heart, screw it.
feels good to be back. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I really enjoy seeing people who love Yo Kang and my Kang, and hearing those who hate on their Kang as well. I enjoy this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm sorry. Welcome to the 65th Street Tabernacle Apostolic Methodist Catholic Baptist Episcopalian Church of the other chicken wing. But in not saying a church name that takes about 2 years to say, we just call it the City Fifth. And I am your pastor. That's right. The Right Reverend Dr. Bishop Pastor Deacon Winston Aloysius Jenkins. Here to preside over you once again. Now, as a show that I know it's near and dear to your heart horror too, as I was perusing social media.
Oh dear.
You know, I happened upon people who, even in the off season, they just simply can't get Yo Kang out from their mouths. They just talking about him.
Apparently neither do you.
They just talk. Oh, hold on a second. Yes, Buff Negro. Oh, okay. Thank you, Buff Negro. Oh, okay. Oh, so apparently they were talking about this man because Yo Kang was saying that he might retire. I said Yo Kang said he was going to retire. But he said audiovisual get it right. You know, so he said quota. I won't play if I'm going to cheat the game. And once I feel as though I'm going to cheat the game, I'm going to retire.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
Lucky for you, and no, that's not in the quote. Lucky for you, today is not the day.
So we basically took in
close quota.
So us real basketball fans basically took in
they had real basketball fans took what? Now, as I was saying, now, this wonderful visage of a woman before,
oh dear,
Yo Kang got on stage at the ESPYs last week to accept his award. She got on stage with her daughter and her two sons. And she proceeded.
Hey, get out of my room, will you? Hey, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And I'm done with you. All y'all get out. Beat it.
As I was saying,
sorry.
This wonderful visage of a woman, this feminine goddess, stepped upon the stage. And in her bronze hairdo, she proceeded to call LeBron James the GOAT.
Who told this lie?
Oh, you didn't hear me? Yeah, no. I said, your queen called LeBron James the GOAT. I'll say it again, yeah. I said, your queen called LeBron James the GOAT. But she wasn't lying, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
He used to go to my book because he sucks. He makes my account richer by the day.
Don't
Why?
tell that.
Why? Because we got some hoe that talk about him all the time. And because of these hoes talking about him all the time, all I do is I am the greatest salesman of all time. You see, I use what you all feel. I go to the neighborhood and I ear hustle. And you talk about LeBron, your king James. It comes out your mouth like it's breathing. I say it comes out your mouth like it's breathing. You see, LeBron James might be this generation's Bull the Wolf, if you will. Because that's all you talk about. You don't talk about the NFL because that's on the horizon. You don't talk about Major Baseball because it's too many white boys on the teams.
Don't tell that lie. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Again, I said, you all don't talk about MLB because it ain't black enough.
Says you.
It is too white. And you dare not talk about the NHL because the players are whiter than the ice.
Let's go Knights.
Now, you only talk about the National Basketball Association, and then within that realm, you have these GOAT conversations, or greatest of all time, and you claim it is LeBron James.
Not even close.
And because of that, I played into that, and you all have funded a wonderful lifestyle for me. I mean, I live on the biggest house on the best side of town. And I have the finest hoes flown to my doorstep. I mean, I have the finest people coming to my doorstep.
Holy on smoke!
And it's all because you fools just can't stop talking about Braun.
You can't.
Braun. Clap, you seals! Now, I did have a sermon that was called Negroes and Flies, but that's gonna have to come another time.
That's terrible.
But today's quick sermon is gonna be number 21.
Thank you, free.
Stephen A. Sedan's son. The sermon for today is number 21. And what does that mean? You know, the number 21, Stephen A. Smith, this is not your show. When it's your show, you can talk. When it's my show, you sit down Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad. I was getting a little on the street side there. I have to compose myself. Father God, in the name of Jesus, thank you for bridling my tongue. In Jesus' name, amen. I said, Stephen A. Smith, sit your 2-foot backwards hairline up. Sit it down. Chris Berman, stop eating all those hoagies. Now, as I was saying, that's what your heart is saying about your life. Now, as I was saying,
shall make you free.
Well, that's the first time that actually was true. Now sit down and shut up.
No.
Oh, and I'm so glad I hired another audiovisual board team. Yes, hit them with what this all is. You get rogue niggas, you just have to put them in their place.
Oh yeah,
Bitch, please.
All right, now you're getting ignorant. Now you're getting ignorant, but that's all right. Niggas and flies will come at another time.
Oh yeah,
but no.
Your damn role and shut your damn mouth. Bitch, please.
Number 21. Normally that talks about when you step into adulthood. 21. You know, that's the number that Deion Sanders.
See, now you're mentioning greatness.
War in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Number 21. That is normally the time when you have someone who is playing in athletics ride off into the sunset. Yeah, but 21 in this realm, in this time and in this day of age, it represents Yo Kang playing in his 21st NBA season starting in October. And
is you for real?
Yes, on a side note, I hope he brings home the first ever NBA Cup in the regular season tournament that's going to take place in November.
Is you for real?
I just have this to say to that audiovisual room person.
Shut up, bitch. Oh my God. No.
Now, as I was saying, Yo Kang is now going to be in his 21st NBA campaign. And he was right. Lucky for y'all, he is going to the sunset because you all can talk ill about him.
Stay off the weed.
And that is what I would say about Snowman Braun Lover. He needs to stay off the weed. Because as Ray Ray would say, he is Hater Hall of Fame trash. And he will now profit more from LeBron being on the court because he'll get to talk ill about him some more.
But he is ill, you fool.
It will make him rich. It will make me rich. And heck, it might make Vickala rich. But we're not going to talk about Vickala. What we're going to talk about, though, is the fact that number 21. Number 21. Now, we might see Braun get himself an NBA Cup, the scoring championship, defensive player of the year, the best record in the league, a Magic Johnson Western Conference MVP, the Western Conference championship,
the
Larry O'Brien trophy, and the Bill Russell
Finals MVP in June, all culminating in June 2024.
Oh, hell no.
Once again,
Shut up, bitch. Oh, my God.
Make me.
Ray, what's that you said? Oh, mood him. Oh, okay, gotcha. Now, as I was saying, 21. That's a glorious number. This is when you all get up and chill, get up and celebrate. Just like when he changed his number again from 6 to 23. We're celebrating a change. There's going to be a change of the guard. A change that we all be known, that we love. A change of the... We're going to see a change of the guard and shut that office fool up. We're going to see a changing of the guard. But we're going to see greatness upon which we've never seen a 39-year-old perform.
Oh, yeah? That's what he thinks.
I'm going to say it again. We're going to see greatness, the likes of which we have never seen from a 39-year-old.
And I'll say this again.
Oh, yeah? That's what he thinks.
And I'm going to say it again. We won't ever see the likes of
Michael
a
Jordan,
basketball player go to the heights that he has gone at the age of 39, because we saw him at 38. Score 30 points, pull down 8 boards, give you 7 dimes. And he did that at 38. No player has done anything of that nature at the age of 38.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, anyone? They've done it at age 38.
We're not talking spurts. We're not talking spurts. We're talking about over a course of time. And he also did it with and of course he did it with a messed up foot for most of that time.
Yes, for going to Phoenix, Arizona and nearly breaking his foot like the dumbass he is.
He did it with a hurt foot most of the time. So he was a warrior.
My ass.
And he was the ultimate warrior in beating the Warriors en route to being in the Western Conference Finals.
And getting a foot put in his ass by the real MVP and Nikola Jokic. And
so who wants to see LeBron James retire? Especially some man Brown lover.
And now this word from Stupid University.
So I realized that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, Stupid University. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid University, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid. Now it's time for me to close. So in closing, will there ever be another LeBron James on the horizon?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Good, because the one that's out there
so
now,
I'll make this plea. Mood him. So I'll make this plea to all of y'all. Appreciate the talent that is LeBron James. Appreciate him.
Talent? What talent?
Appreciate the athlete that he is. Appreciate the specimen that he is. Look, I know many of you out there in the congregation, you'll appreciate the specimen that he is because you simply drool over his joystick every chance you got, and you were jealous of Savannah James showing the love that a wife shows a husband because you wanted to be on the stage with her, and yes, you wanted to be her on that stage. But I digress.
Dear God. Appreciate
this athlete because you won't see the likes of him anymore.
And I'll admit it's going to hurt my church because I'm not going to be wealthy no more. I'll probably still be rich, but I'm not going to be wealthy. Yeah. So, in number 21 in this 21st season of the NBA for LeBron James, appreciate the jewel that he is. And now,
What jewel?
And now, if you feel led to donate to the city, just donate to the Cash App, cash.app/$ tallman.dk50 or cash.app / host Cole Johnson. And believe me, the church will be thankful for you. I am the pastor of the city, the Right Reverend Dr. Bishop Pastor Deacon Winston Aloysius Jenkins. The third. Oh, here to do one more thing. Now, I was seeing in this program when I was perusing social media, someone that was he was begging, he was pleading, he was pulling at the tug strings.
Really?
And I was hearing this song when he sang. I was hearing, in the arms of the angel, fly away from here. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find your comfort here. The doors of the church are open. Everybody can come. The altar is waiting for you. I just have one question to ask you. Just one. Just one. Won't you come? Man, I was in the midst of talking about what I saw earlier on the show.
We didn't even plan that one, folks. that was not on the script.
No, that was not on the script.
But sometimes you have to go off script and just feel it. That was one of those times.
Look, Tom, when it comes to the talk about LeBron and all that, yes, I'm looking forward to the day he is no longer part of the NBA.
Same.
It will be a wonderful day. It seriously would.
You know what? When that day happens, can we get the praise dance? Let's give a preview of what us real basketball fans will be doing once he does hang him up. Can we get that, please?
Oh yeah, we definitely can. We definitely can. I just figured it wasn't time. It wasn't a day where we can do the praise dance on the Sorryman, but we could definitely do it for here.
Friday, Sam will reveal the cities for the Arena Football League.
Sam? He's returning?
I'll explain.
Yeah.
I'll explain to my.
You just made my day, bro. You just made my day. Oh,
look at Wise.
my mentality, brother. He says, Cole, you're a fool. This was some funny-ish.
Man.
Thank you, man. And thank you, Sam. He says the best days of the week is always start with Cole serenading me. Thank you, brother.
Like I said, we did not plan that at all.
No, I didn't know I was doing. I didn't know I was doing that until he hit the button. I'm like, oh man.
The conversation with the Bronzexual was on the docket. It was.
Yes, that was. On the docket.
It God, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then something flipped, and you know exactly what it was. The way you said "heart" in that pastor's voice. That's all it took.
Oh my gosh.
That's all it took. Oh, Lordy. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to football season.
Oh, I've been looking forward to football season ever since
I'm
April.
looking forward to seeing the Cowboys crash and burn. I'm looking forward to seeing the Browns crash and burn. I'm looking for Kirk Cousins.
The only problem I hate about, well, yeah, that too. But there's only one sliver I dislike about football season is that I have to wait until January. And no, this is not a direct shot at Cowboys, the Cowboys team. And it's not a direct shot at those who actually are Cowboys fans and they're reasonable. It's a direct shot to those who are absolutely insufferable. I have to wait until January.
Republic of Cowboy Nation.
The moronic Republic of Cowboys Nation. I have to wait until January until I get exactly what I want to see. Because I want to see them take the loss, and I want to see them be dejected for 5 minutes, and then I want to see them deliriously go, we're going Super Bowl, right? Only 15 minutes after they digest the last L of that season. I gotta wait till January for that. If they don't say we're going to the Super Bowl, they're gonna be disappearing for about 4 months.
Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. If I can beat cancer, anything can happen. Have a great one. God bless y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. We're out of here.
All right. See ya.